Before you give up on manifestation and tell me that you have tried it all but nothing seemed to work or you still get spotty results, well, you need to watch this video, because in today's video I'm gonna talk about one of my secret, like I never shared it, I only shared it with my clients and with my best friend. When everything seems to fail, this is the way to reprogram your mind and get everything that you want. Is absurdly not only possible, but it's fantastic because it's backed up by science a little bit, and we're going to talk about it today. And what is it that I'm talking about? I am talking about hypnosis. So hold on a second. No, I'm not talking about the magical hypnosis, but I'm talking about a deep way and a deep state that you can do by yourself, by the way, on how to reprogram your subconscious mind. And we know that when we reprogram our subconscious mind, we rewire our thoughts, we change the habit of being ourselves, we sit in a new state of consciousness. And because we sit in a new state of consciousness, our reality has to mirror that state. More in this video. And by the way, today's video is also sponsored by Aura, but I'm going to tell you more about the sponsors later on in the video, because it's also a success story from me that I have so many things to share. So let's get started. Hello everyone, my name is Nea, and on this channel I talk everything about the law, manifestation, esotericism, and so much more. On Patreon I do make extra weekly video. Join our community, because today I'm going to post a video about why gratitude is so important, also on a scientific level, what molecules gratitude creates, and why it is so powerful to manifest. But everything is on my Patreon. It's on, with other videos and podcasts and so much more. So join the community. And also, last thing that I'm going to say, that I'm going to start the video, if you guys will ever want coaching with me, I am actually closing coaching down up until probably February, if not possibly for, I don't want to do coaching anymore, but maybe I'm going to reopen it on February. But anyway, if you want coaching with me, this is your last days up until the 20th of December. If you're watching this video by the time that I'm posting it, all the info for my coachings are down below. These are the last spots. So now let's get started with today's video. So hypnosis is being one of my greatest secret. It's not a secret, obviously. A lot of people practice and use hypnosis, but it's definitely been one of my secret or things that I use when nothing seems to work. So let's say that I am desperate for a fast result. It seems like robotic affirming is not being, it's not that it's not working, or maybe I'm too tired to do robotic affirming. I'm not in the mood to do it. Visualization, let's not even go there. Like it's just too much work. Or I'm trying to do a state to akin to sleep and my thoughts seem to go everywhere, and I need something to rewire my brain faster so I know that I'm gonna get faster results. And all the time throughout 7 years that I've been in the spiritual community, I have always gone to hypnosis. Now, I have discovered hypnosis thanks to past life regression and the work of Michael PhD Newton, as well as Brian Weiss, and that's how essentially I started. Now, we know that in the science community, in psychology and psychiatric community, they use hypnosis to cure trauma, stress, addictions, and so much more. And hypnosis is still being studied today as being very effective for curing with professional hypnotherapists, especially when it comes down to trauma. But it's been notoriously known for decades now, I think, to be extremely effective to cure certain states of consciousness, like addiction, like I said, trauma. And the results are really, in the scientific community, we're talking about 60-80% of success story when it comes down to hypnosis. Now, we're going to explain a little bit the science behind hypnosis, and then we're going to go to the esoteric topics and the new age, because obviously, as for everything that is manifestation and it is pseudoscience or things that are still being studied, there is not 100% proof that hypnosis is going to work and manifest in reality, but definitely scientists are studying manifestation. So take everything with a pinch of salt, and everything that I'm speaking comes from my studies and my personal experience. You do you, and you do what works best for you always. These videos are only introductions to that you are going to find out through your personal experience. So I am sorry, but I just noticed that the ISO on the camera are just so high. I apologize for my nerdiness on that one. So what essentially is hypnosis? Hypnosis is a very, and why especially, it is so effective for rewiring your brain, reprogramming your subconscious mind, way more effective than doing affirmations, especially if you want faster results. That's the main focus that I have for this video. So keep that in mind. Why? Hypnosis is a very particular state and cannot be compared to anything else, not even meditation, not even the use of psychotropic drugs like LSD, mushroom, psilocybin. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It cannot be compared to anything else. Why? Because hypnosis is basically a state of high focus, hyper focus, so high alert, and deep relaxation. Now, why this is very peculiar? Because usually when we are in a state of high focus or hyper focus, usually it's when we are stressed or when we are when we have to do a task with the conscious mind and we have to be super focused. Especially hyper focused is very connected with stress. If I'm correct, obviously correct me in the comment section if you are a scientist or a neuroscientist and you know better than I do. But usually, typically, hyper focused is connected with a conscious state of extreme focus driven by stress. Relaxation, instead, it is the deep dreams, right? When we fall to bed, we're deeply relaxed. Our mind is not really conscious, and we deeply enter the subconscious mind. Deep relaxation is sometimes associated also with deep meditative state. Not every meditation is hypnosis, and not every meditation is deep relaxation, but you can tell that for the brain, hyper-focused, high focus, and relaxation are completely two different states. They usually and naturally in our brain don't join together. They never join together. Either we sleep and we are in a deep state of relaxation, or we are conscious and in hyper-focus. So hypnosis brings these two states together at the same time. Why this is extremely unatypical and powerful, it's because hypnosis, again, is a unique state of relaxation and high focus, and we know that neuroplasticity is triggered in a state of high focus and relaxation at the same time. So that is why hypnosis is so effective to rewire our subconscious mind. Now, what is neuroplasticity? For those of you who guys don't know, neuroplasticity is the ability for neural networks in the brain to change, to grow, and reorganization. It is when the brain is rewired to function in some way that differs from how it previously functioned. So neuroplasticity is the capacity of the brain to be rewired, to be reprogrammed, to have different thoughts and to act on these different thoughts and to create different pathways that will make you act in a different way and will create different habits. That is why hypnosis triggers faster neuroplasticity, and therefore it's very helpful in curing addiction. Because what is an addiction? Addiction is an attachment to a particular habit of mind and then action that you consciously repeat. Now, if we want to change an addiction, we need to change the habit of doing that thing, the habit of even being ourselves. And we do that by changing the neural pathways in our brain, by triggering neuroplasticity. And as well, because we believe in manifestation and we believe that our states of consciousness mirror into our world, so our world actually mirrors our states of consciousness. What is a state of consciousness? Is basically changing the habit of being yourself, is identify with a new habit of self. Do you understand where I'm going? If we change and trigger our neuroplasticity and we create new neural pathways through a repetition of thought, therefore we manifest that new state, that new habit of self. And hypnosis is a faster way to trigger the change of self, to trigger that neuroplasticity. And I believe that if Neville Goddard would have known more about hypnosis, he definitely would have advised his people, his students to use hypnosis. And to be honest, if we're looking into SATs and what SATs really are, that they are very similar to hypnosis. Now, if you don't know what SATs are, SATs is a state akin to sleep. So it is when you are highly focused on a specific visualization while you are falling and drifting asleep. It's very, again, similar to hypnosis. It's high focused combined with relaxation. Now, you guys, so there are certain people who are more easily hypnotized than others, so you have to be a good candidate for doing that. And I don't know exactly why certain people are more drawn to it and some others are not, but we're talking about at least 60-80% of candidates that can be successful around hypnosis. So you could be one of these people, and I urge you to try it, which leads me to the success story of today and the sponsor of today. So before I continue with the video, I just want to quickly talk about Aura. Why? Because I actually manifested being an ambassador for this app, Aura. If you don't know what Aura is an app where you can find coaches, you can find hypnosis, you can find meditations, affirmations, and prayers, and so much more. I actually manifested being sponsored, actually being an ambassador for Aura, because I utilize a semi-hypnosis to manifest this. And I just want to quickly tell you this story. So I always loved Aura because it's got hypnosis within the app. Finding good hypnosis around the web is not easy. Many of the hypnosis that I did also to manifest SP, I found because I bought them from hypnotherapists that are certified, because it's not easy to find them just randomly online. And I remember last year when I found out Aura and I sponsored them, because I only take sponsors that I actually enjoyed, like I actually used the app or this website or the brand, otherwise I would never take a sponsorship. So when I found Aura, I found out that they have hypnosis within their app, and I tried them and I loved them. And these hypnosis are made by psychologists or certified people. And so I was so happy to reuse Aura again. However, I wasn't sponsored anymore by them. So I remember falling to bed and thinking exactly this. Wouldn't it be wonderful if Aura sponsors me again, so I also can give my audience the hypnosis that I want to talk about through the app? And then by falling asleep, because my brain is so rewired within the law, and if I think something, I know it's gonna happen, I fall to bed with this thought and I said, okay, it's done. It's gonna get delivered. And I kept thinking this thought while I was drifting to bed. I kid you not, you guys, the next day I received an email from Aura saying, hey, hello, we love working with you, and we would love for you to be our ambassador so you can share our app to your audience and they can get some benefit out of it. And I was like, oh my God, this happened so fast. This is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So that's it, you guys. That's all I wanted to talk about. You can find hypnosis wherever you want. You can, hire an hypnotherapist, a certified hypnotherapist to give you hypnosis. But if you just don't know where to look, well, I have a gift for you guys sponsored by Aura. The link is down below. You will get a free trial from Aura where you find hypnosis, meditations, prayers, affirmations, and so much more. You get a free trial, and then if you want to go premium, you are going to get through my link a 40% discount. So check it out in case you don't know where to look. I love this app. I use it daily. Thank you so much, Aura, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the main topic. So With that being said, I really wanted to share the success stories, so I try to fit it in there. Let's talk again about hypnosis, why I think is so powerful. By the way, you can read more about hypnosis and the experiment that have been done about hypnosis through the Spiegel Arrow test to know more. I will probably link it down below if I find it, because there are clinical studies about hypnosis. We're not just talking about new age stuff. And like I was saying before, there are people who are more hypnotizable than others. This can be usually seen if you guys close your eyes, because this is what happens with hypnosis. So essentially, when we fall to bed, usually we close our eyes, we go down with our chin, and we drift into a deeper state of sleep, in the delta state. Usually we go through theta, alpha, theta, and then we go to the delta state, if I'm correct. With hypnosis, what happens, because as we said before, this is a state of deep relaxation and hyperfocus joined together at the same time. What happens is this: you will, usually the hypnotherapist or the audio tape will ask you to roll your eyes up in this way, and while you roll your eyes up, which is a sign of hyperfocus, and typically in yoga is connected to the third eye that is just over here, so even in some yogic technique, you do the same thing. You roll your eyes up and then you shut your eyelid down. As you can see, hyperfocus, relaxation at the same time while you're breathing and you're going deeper and deeper within yourself. Now, we noticed, clinical studies have noticed that people that typically are more likely to get hypnotized or self-hypnotized, because remember that hypnosis is always self-hypnosis. Nobody can put you in hypnosis unless you're willing to go there. So it has to be a conscious choice. It's not magic, it's science. Again, it's your brain and you deciding to go to an hypnotic state. So what happens is, for people who are highly programmable through hypnosis, their eyelid stays up while they're shutting their eye down and actually rolls up. For people who are not likely to be hypnotized, usually when they're close their eyelid down, they shut it down very quickly and their eyes goes back down. So they cannot stay but at the same time both in relaxation and hyperfocus. Why hyperfocus and relaxation are so important to manifest? I know this video, I thought it was going to be only 10 minutes, but you guys know me. I'm a huge talker. I need to explain everything. So why is so important? Because when you are in a state of relaxation and hyperfocus, is essentially like seeing a specific sector of your imagination or whatever you hold in your mind like a telephoto lens. It's literally like zooming on a particular picture. And we know that when we zoom on a particular imagination, or we zoom in a particular picture within our mind in a deep state of relaxation, the subconscious mind doesn't really understand, your brain actually doesn't really understand whether this, whatever it is that you're imagining, is happening for real in the 3D world or not. For your brain, is simply happening. And if this is repeated long enough, you can see why it triggers neuroplasticity and it creates new habits of thoughts and new habits of self. And what is very important to know, that I'm going to finish with the science, so when we roll our eyes up in hyperfocus and we go down in relaxation, it creates within our brain a kind of state of confusion in the cranial nerves, where again, you don't quite understand whether something is happening for real or not. That's very general way of explaining hypnosis. So that is the science and the results from the clinical studies that showed that for addiction, trauma, and smoking, stop smoking or things like that, we have 60-80% of success. Now, in my opinion, and this is only my opinion, it is the fastest way. It is my secret to manifestation, because again, if we assume the premise that our states of consciousness manifest into our reality, if I become faster through the triggerness of neuroplasticity, a new self, and I visualize in hyperfocus while I'm relaxing, whatever it is that I want, it has to manifest, especially if repeated a few times. And I did it. Oh my God, you guys, this is where I'm just going to share my experience and the experience of the people I know. When I did it for specifically for specific people I know. And it just like, it was insane. It was insane how fast it worked. Like, I really hypnotized myself and imagined that I was talking to a specific person and the person was replying in the way that I wanted to. Like, as soon as I woke up from the hypnosis, the person that I was manifesting texted me like this, saying what I wanted. And I tried it multiple times. Now, obviously, you can use hypnosis for training your brain to become a millionaire, to do something, to acquire any talent. You can use it, in my opinion, for any manifestation. Now, we're getting into the realm of the esoteric, not anymore the science, so try to detach the two, because science didn't prove this for manifestation. But in my opinion, it works. This is one of my biggest secrets for manifesting. And then I remember when I give an hypnosis that I had from a certified hypnotherapist, I give this hypnosis for love to my best friend, and I said, you know, she was a desperate case. You guys know I already posted a story. Her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, didn't want her anymore, told her that he didn't love her anymore, all that jazz. And I said, you need to try this. Like, you need to hypnotize yourself. And I knew that she was a good candidate for hypnosis because I know her very well. We did the test of the eyelid. I know she was a good candidate. And I told her, don't worry about it. Don't be scared. Hypnosis is nothing but self-hypnosis. You can stop anytime you want. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. Just do it. Just try it. Because I'm always for, just try it. If it doesn't work, at least you tried it. And she did it, and we all know the story. She successfully manifested her SP. But what was incredible was another of our friends, we were at lunch together in my terrace back in Milano, and she said, I want this hypnosis too. Because what is it that you have done? Is it magic? Is it a spell? Because I have never seen something like this in my life. I have never seen a person changing so much. And how did you teach her that? How did you do it? What spell? You're like a witch. It's not possible. And I said, well, it's the power of hypnosis. That's what it is. Because like I said, hypnosis is the perfect way to rewire your brain. It's like putting a telephoto lens in your brain and specifically train your brain to visualize or to see or to affirm or to see whatever it is that you want and trigger a faster neuroplasticity. It's just incredible. And you can put yourself into hypnosis and affirm. You can put yourself in hypnosis and visualize. You can put yourself into hypnosis and feel the wish fulfilled. Essentially, hypnosis triggers you to be in the wish fulfilled within the moment, to collapse the quantum wave faster. So this is how you reprogram your brain. This is how you do it to get everything that you want. This has been my biggest secret, and now no more a secret. So you guys, all to say, I did this video to talk about something very interesting, like hypnosis, that I've never done before. And because if you have tried everything and nothing seems to work for you, and you keep acting like your old self over and over and over again, and you just can't simply change that with your subconscious mind, I highly urge you to try hypnosis. Either go to a certified hypnotherapist, try to find someone online. You can try Aura, you can try, with the link down below, you get a free trial, remember? But apart from Aura, like, you could try Aura for real, or you can try on YouTube. I've never tried the ones on YouTube. I don't know a lot about them, but try to look around. Like, I cannot tell you how to do it exactly. I am sorry, my camera shut down. I cannot tell you exactly how to do it or what person exactly to contact. My video is to suggest you to study hypnosis, to go more deep about it, and to know that that is an incredible tool that you can utilize and study and know more about in order to manifest, and especially in order to reprogram your brain. So try it and let me know. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to see each other also on Patreon. Remember, last coachings are down below. And guys, I'll see you very soon on this channel. Love you. Bye.